Last video, I just talked about the South Australian graduate pathway and I just explained it like a requirement. And today, I'm going to cover up about skill employment in South Australia. The first of all, we have to go step by step. What's the minimum requirement for this pathway? So as before, we have to first look at what is the first step that we have to do. If you are the local of the South Australia client, or professional or skilled worker, that means if you already have been living in the state, South Australia, then you have to lodge in ROI. So for lodging ROI, you have to lodge UI. You have to lodge UI through skill select. So I already explained this video. You have to look up this in your my playlist. So what the process then? First of all, you have to lodge in UI, and that is the based on the point system. You have to calculate. You have to minimum 65 point to get eligible for expression of interest. And the second thing is your occupation should be set out in the Home Affairs skill occupation list, as well as your occupation also need to appears in South Australian occupation skill occupation list. If your occupation is not found in either state or Home Affairs, then you are not eligible for this pathway. So what the next? Then you have been currently living in South Australia, and you have not done the 45 years. That means you have to below 45 years right now. So you have a valid skill assessment, which is a positive, and you have your skill assessment should be occurs in the Home Affairs skill assessment list as well as the South Australia both. The next thing is that you have a minimum competent English, that means is band 6 in IELTS, and so equivalent in other modules like PTE, CBA, OET, everything you have to check it out. And the more English you have, if you get, the higher score you if you get, then higher chance to get invited by the state. 65 minimum points, I have already told about it. And you have a minimum, you have been living at least 12 months. If you want to go through this pathway, so you have been living minimum 1 year in the South Australia, otherwise you are not eligible for this one. And those 12 months, you also have been full time working. You have to work as a full time and minimum 40 hours per week. If you are not working as a full time, and if you are less than 30 hours per week, then you also not eligible to this path. So you have to check out another pathway which is best and suitable for you. And the experience that you are going to show up is need to be after graduated. If you are doing any job while you are graduating, even your own occupation, it is not valid for the total experience. Then you have to wait for to get invited. Then once you lose the ROI, you have to wait invited. If you called up or invited by the state, then you have to lodge in all the document what is they asked to lose ROI. And once you get outcome of the ROI, then you will get chance to lodge a 491 or 190, which visa you are lodging. You will get lodge the visa through immigration website or IMI website. So I'm going to talk about the next option, which is outer regional skill employment. That is, you know that the South Australia is also recognized as a regional old state. But if you go further, really region of the South Australia, it is called outer regional. You can check out the there are many suburb which is recognized as the outer regional skill employment stream. So if you to eligible for this part, it is some most of the steps are same, but you have to just I'm just walking through all the steps so you can check it out whether it is really suitable for you or not. UI, you have to load UI, and nomination is skill occupation list and positive outcome. You're in nominated occupation currently in outer regional South Australia, not South Australia. You have not turned up 45 years. That means you have to below 45 years valid skill assessment, and you have a valid competent English. Also, higher is good for you. Superior is very best for you. Minimum 65 years, 65 points, and that your occupation, you have to work in your occupation list and score. Sub major group is okay, it is not needed to directly group related group. Occupation also okay, it is not needed to directly occupation, but you have to live 9 months in the South Australia skill occupation list 1 year, but it is you have to get 3 month concession, only 9 months, but you have to work 30 hours per week and 9 months. And then you can lodge ROI. If you get invited, you are chance to lodge 190 or 491 through email account. And that is nothing other. Only the difference is that if you go the outer regional skill employment, then you will get eligible within 9 months rather than waiting skill employment South Australia that is 12 months or 1 year. The last one is the offshore. For the offshore, all the things are similar, but you are not required to lodge ROI. ROI is only required to lodge who have been living either South Australia or any other state, because the interstate also eligible to lodge in South Australia. So if you are really offshore, so don't need to worry about to load the ROI. Once you get invited through UI, then you have to load your UI documents, and once you get invited, then you got positive UI outcome, then you can load 190 and 491 visa. There's something you have to understand: what is the priority when they are nominated you? Because if you have a super English or higher English, that will be the most priority. So that candidate will get called up first if they have equal score. The second one is who have a higher means those candidates who really have a more experience than other candidate will get called up second. Then final one, the UI point will be the final decision. Then third one comes the UI points to measure up, to weigh up who will be called up first, who will be nominated first. But and the most important thing is that you have to be a 3 years experience out of 5 years. If you have a see what it is called within last 5 years, you have a minimum 3 years of experience. If you have less than 3 years, then you shouldn't like eligible. You are not eligible to apply those things even from offshores. So the other thing, but there is some occupation. These the following occupation, a construction estimator, construction manager, welders, brick joiner, carpenter, roof, plumber, and electrician. These occupation only need like only 1 year experience last within the 3 years. See, 1 year is enough for those experience occupation last 3 years, and the priority will be gone like this: first year of experience rather than English, second English, higher English, then third is UI point. That is the priority. Who will got first call, who will got nominated first when they are measure up, weigh up among the candidates. This is the priority process. So that is all about South Australia. How to they process the, and how many paths are they, and which is most suitable for you, and who need to lose ROI, who doesn't need to ROI, how many years of experience they really wanted to get from you, and which occupation need less experience, and those all the things, minimum criteria that you have to know. And then those who are in the South Australia need to lose their ROI, and you have to register first. I already told and explained about it. Like you have to go there and you have to skill migrant you have to choose this option, then the name, family name, email, confirm the email, passport number, and current visa. Which visa are you? Student visa, 485 visa, 40 visa, 482 visa, whichever visa. Your date of birth, passport, confirm passport and register. Then if once you sign up those things, then you can log in here, and then you can load all the visa. That is all about South Australia ROI and UI process, and the minimum criteria you have to satisfy. If you want to know more about other state and other migration visa and student visa, then please like, comment, and share us. We'll come with up to date information.